Hello there, and thanks for joining me today. Today I'm joined by Nicholas. Hi, Nicholas.
Hello.
Hello. Nicholas is one of our teachers at the Tantra Love Festival at Eastern Mountain, 2 hours north of New York, upstate, in August this year. Nicholas, I'm delighted that you're joining us, and today we're talking about one of your workshops called, is it Opening to Love?
Well, I mean, if Marianne Williamson was teaching it, I think she'd call it that.
Okay.
It's about, what I like to focus on in the workshops are the different areas of the body. Because I think, if we're going to do any sort of spiritual experience, we have to go through the body.
Yes.
So, one of them is working with the root, but this one is working with the heart.
Okay.
I think, when you talk about Tantra, you're having two things come together. You're having this mystical experience, this spiritual, mystical experience, and this sensual, root, erotic experience happening.
Yes.
So, what is it that separates it from just being meditation?
Yes.
Or just kind of being a sex experience.
Yes.
And I think that's through the heart.
Wow. Yes.
You have to have a way to connect with people, be empathetic, to be able to feel what other people are feeling and care.
Yes. Yes.
Otherwise, it's just a selfish experience, I think.
Yes. Tell me, what's your relationship with love? What kind of calls you to bring this workshop? What is it that's about you that you're wanting to bring into this?
Well, I think any creativity in life has to be fed by love.
Yes.
I think love creates the intentionality of anything we want to create.
Yes.
Otherwise, whatever we're creating feels empty and unsatisfying.
Yes. Yes.
So it has to be rooted in this. I think as far as the body goes, the heart is the true root. It grounds our spiritual experience, and it stabilizes our sensual experience.
So what are people going to experience in this workshop, in your workshop, Opening to Love?
Well, I think, ideally they have an experience of empathy and compassion and exploring what love might really mean, that it's not a selfish experience, that it's about losing oneself and feeling part of the group. And there is this ancient Buddhist meditation practice that I think really encapsulates what it's all about.
Yes.
It's called Tonglen, if you know anything about it. It's a practice of where you act like a recycling plant for other people.
Yes.
You empathetically connect with what another person is feeling. You let it into your heart. You, rather than try to get rid of it or push back from it, you embrace it, whether it's suffering or as you breathe out the antidote. You breathe out what is most going to make the other person good and healed.
Yes.
It's a very selfless practice.
Yes. Yes. And what is it? What is it that people are going to be kind of? You talk about love. You talk about intimacy. You talk about maybe letting go of that normal way of the way that we operate, and kind of opening, as the workshop says, into love. What does that create in the room? What does that look like?
It creates a very generous atmosphere.
And
where I think most people were conditioned to be very selfish, self-cherishing and self-important, and that starts to dissipate.
Yes.
And you see people becoming more interested in the other
Yes.
than on themselves. And somehow that creates a sense of freedom,
Yes.
where they can be more spontaneous with one another.
Yes.
And somehow the barriers that people feel amongst one another,
yes.
and all these stories that create these divisions,
yes.
they just fall away. And
yes.
you should see people's faces when this happens.
Yes.
It's like they start to look different. The masks they wear fall away.
Mm-hmm.
And I think many people never really have an experience of this.
And my sense of you is, I'm guessing that's what you're looking for in the world, authentic interactions with people. I get this sense of you that you want to live in a world where people are true and people are connected with love and connected with their hearts.
Well, it's interesting. You look in our pop culture, and
yes.
So many songs are about love, so many movies are about love, but I think in many ways it's a selfish love.
Yes.
It's a love between one person, and it really, you become like you and that other person against the world, and,
yes.
and you are sharing this love,
yes.
and nobody else better look at my love, nobody else better talk to my love, yes. My love better not be sharing love with anybody else.
Okay.
And that's very depressing to me. So
yes.
what if we can create a mutually loving community where everybody is sharing that with everybody else? And if we feel love to one person,
yes.
we share it with everyone rather than selfishly keep it for ourselves and our own family. Getting past this tribal, limited, very small love.
Yes, yes. Nicholas, thank you so much for joining me today. And I really love this workshop because it feels like a complete contrast to the one we were talking about before. And I'm as excited about the potential in this as I am the other one. I'm really excited and happy that you're coming to join us as one of our teachers this year. So listen, if you're watching this and this speaks to you, please book your ticket. Come and join us for the Tantra Love Festival, which is at Eastern Mountain, 2 hours north of New York, in August this year. Nicholas, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.